Hey everyone, it's me Tina Girl 006 here, and today I am going to be ranting about some sensitive topics that I didn't really want to get into, but I feel like I need to speak my truth, and I have been encouraged by a few of my friends to speak my truth. And so, I'm gonna warn you, it might be a little bit of a savage type of rant here. If you don't like my rants, you should click off now. If you don't like what I'm saying throughout any point of the video, just click off because I personally just don't want to deal with a lot of hate, and I already know that I might get hate for this, but I do feel the need to speak my truth and voice my opinion. So, as of June 4th, 2020, there is currently a pandemic going around. I'm not going to name that pandemic because YouTube's like, oh no, you mentioned it. We had to take down your video and all this stuff. So I'm not even going to go there. There has been a crap ton of protests, both peaceful and also not so peaceful. Um, there have been riots, people have been hurting other people. There's been a shit ton of police brutality and, dare I say it, white supremacy. Now, to those of you who don't know me in person, I am Hispanic and I consider myself to be mixed. Um, I know that in some of my videos I may look like I am Caucasian. I am by no means Caucasian. And so people like to judge me a lot, or used to judge me a lot, based on the color of my skin. Now, I have never necessarily experienced any of what other people are experiencing, such as being tear gassed, having pepper spray in your eyes, or being maced. And it just sounds terrible to me, and it like actually kind of scares me because like that just sounds like it's so painful, and I feel really bad to anyone who ever has had that happen to them. But like honestly, if you don't look at what's happening, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh my god, all cops are bad, because that's not true. I've seen a few articles talking about this female cop ended up getting one of her other fellow um co-workers fired because he pushed over a protester who was peacefully praying, and she literally screamed at him and was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You need to stop. You better stop. And so she ended up getting him fired, and I think that was good. If you guys haven't heard about what's going on with George Floyd and the many others, um, people are protesting him, and what his daughter has been saying is just absolutely heartbreaking. Excuse my stomach, I'm a little hungry. But honestly though, like she literally was saying, Daddy changed the world. We have 50 states that can agree on something for once, and it honestly makes me want to cry. Like this whole situation has made me so angry to the point where I've had anxiety attacks, and I've just been so upset that like I've been nonstop shaking for like days. And I'm not shaking right now. Like I feel pretty calm right now. Um but like this whole situation is based off of what our president um has been doing and what he's putting out there and how people are taking it in. And so originally I saw a post on Facebook that said that many people, when our president was elected, were scared and they started crying. I started crying. And it wasn't because we lost, it was because we knew. And to those of you who are subscribed to my channel and are supporters of our American president, whose name I shall not mention because it's like Voldemort, um, to those of you who are a supporter of his, I don't necessarily support him. I don't agree with a lot of the things that he's done, and I especially don't agree with how he's dealing with this pandemic in our country and how he's handling this police brutality. He has literally told states to send out the military and to say like, hey, if these protesters get in your way, you have the right to do this and do that. And it is absolutely ridiculous the amount of stories that I've seen. Now, I know what you guys are also wondering. Tina, have you ever faced racism in our country? Like, have you ever like dealt with that? And yes, I have. I have gone into stores and they have told me, "Hey, can you leave your bag up front? We don't trust you to go around our store with your bag because we think that you're going to steal something." I have recently gone on social media to talk about this as well, and people did not perceive it very well and they didn't like what I had to say. So lots of people were telling me, "Oh, you should take this down. You're spreading rumors. This isn't completely true. You should watch what you say." And I even had one person at one point, I said I couldn't handle it. I was done. I couldn't deal with what everyone was telling me all at once. And so I said, "People, can you please stop messaging me? I can't take it right now." I'm a very sensitive person to those who know me in person. And I had one person tell me that I signed up for this. I deserved for people to be screaming at me, for people to be mad at me because I was spreading false rumors and that I asked for it. And it was literally like the absolute worst. I felt like shit for about 3 days straight. And I didn't know, like, I didn't know how to feel. I felt angry and I didn't want to take it out on anybody. I literally didn't talk to anybody. I didn't want to deal with it, and now I feel like I need to deal with it. I was bullied as a kid for the color of my skin. I was called Curious George. I was called a gorilla based off not, and this is just like race wise. I was bullied for that. I was bullied for the color of my skin. I was told as a kid in another town before I moved here, I couldn't play with somebody because I was too light or I was too dark. And right now, I just like I feel like that's what's coming into play. Like history is repeating itself. And I say that all the time. History is repeating itself and we're seeing it happen before our eyes. And this is the first time that we have everybody just coming together for the same cause. And lots of people are like, "Oh, all lives matter." Um and I agree with that along with the Black Lives Matter as well. But like right now I just feel like we need to focus on the task at hand and deal with that instead of targeting people, because the main thing that does get me upset, and here's where I could be a little bit racist, okay, and I'm sorry in advance if this offends anybody, but like people are posting all this stuff saying speak your truth, say what you have to say. I've been encouraged to speak my truth by teachers, friends, few of my friends, very very few of my friends, and like everyone's posting on the stuff, yet once somebody posts about it there's a crap ton of hate on it. And I don't understand it. Like I feel like, and this is what I've been wanting to say for a while, it bothers me so much that someone who is not of color can post something on social media and get away with it, or do something and get away with it because they are not of color, because they are not black, or because they're not doing anything wrong. And yet we're not doing anything wrong either, and I've been targeted, I have been hated on, and like I just feel like I'm getting shit for it. And I feel like a lot of colored people are getting shit for what they have to say. And I'm not saying that this is like everywhere, because there is a lot of love around the posts of black people, colored people. And it just bothers me how a few days ago there was a riot and I was trying to warn people, and I just like I don't understand how, to those of you who know me in person, you know that I'm a very nice person. And I don't try to spread hate or rumors or anything like that. But I can also be a savage. So I just was trying to help. And I still feel like I'm trying to help. I'm trying to aid by saying and speaking my truth and saying what I have to say about it. And I hope that to those of you who are subscribed to me, that to those of you watching will still support me and still watch my videos and enjoy them, because I don't like to get into these sensitive topics very often. I really do feel like this is something that has to be said, and not many people of color are speaking out about it. And like I said before, I am Hispanic, so I like to consider myself mixed. But like, this whole thing is crazy, and it really does have my mind absolutely spinning. And I've had people reach out to me to be like, "Hey, are you okay?" And honestly, I don't know. I don't know what this current situation. I don't know understand how I'm feeling. I feel angry. I feel sad. I feel so many things that someone who hasn't walked in my shoes will understand. And I honestly, I really do condemn the people who have been saying like, I'm not colored, but I stand with you. I'm not black, but I'm here for you and I will speak for you. And that honestly, like, it gets me emotional because not many people would say that until now. Like, you don't hear people saying when there's not a civil rights act movement happening that, oh, you're colored, I'm gonna help you, I'm gonna stand by you. You don't hear that all the time. And so I want people to remember that in this time of need for the black rights movement, colored people movement, that all of this white supremacy going on, to continue to stand by colored people, to continue to use your privilege as a voice for those who cannot speak. It's very important to continue this even after, if we do end up getting more rights, if we do end up having less um, police brutality, which I really do hope for. This has to continue. It's not a one-time thing. This is continuous. You have to keep feeding your good positive vibes into it for it to do something. I've been talking for like about 12 minutes, so I'm gonna cut this off here because I feel like I've definitely been rambling on enough. But again, I hope you all still support me, and to those of you who are going to spread hate down in the comments, go somewhere else with it, because I genuinely don't want to deal with hate right now. If you're gonna stand by me, stand by my truth. If you're not, and you're not gonna sit here and support me, then you can go to plenty of other channels that are here on YouTube. Thank you for letting me speak my truth, and letting me get a little bit emotional with you guys, letting me get a little raw with you guys. I do appreciate you all a lot. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, or at least understood. Subscribe to my channel if you want to. Watch all my other videos, and don't forget to check out my social media, and I'll see you guys all in the next video, which will be a singing one. Peace out.